Next drill is going to be a step back drill. You can start out with a weight, okay? If this is what you want to use for, say, your exercises and your weight work to get a better feel for it, to create a stronger core. We have to understand that hingers or terrestrials, we work from the outside in. So think about closing the gap back to the midline. So a deduction or a abduction. A deduction is when we close back towards the center of our body. A abduction is when we move away from it, but we want a deduction. So if you look at any exercise that has to do with a deduction, that's what we're talking about. So if my stance is here, once I take my step, then I am going to go about another 6 to 8 inches. I'm going to stay back on my hinge. On this drill, if I'm using the weight, then my hands are already loaded because remember, I'm in my step. So if I was swinging, I would be here, here, wherever your hands are going to end up in the load. So if that's where I'm at, I'm going to go a little bit wider. My hands are going to be back because now I'm stretched from the midline here, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is just take a small step back to my normal position with the front foot and throw. What we get is people want to go, and now I'm off, and I'm back in this off balance side. Remember, we're working off the center. So when we're here, we work back to center and then close. Now, it's going to be the same thing with if we're using a bat, okay? We do a lot of these drills. So I'm going to be step, I'm going to be a little bit wider, hands are already back, step, and then I'm going to take my swing. If you need to break it up, you can, but what we see too is people want to go, and that's not what this drill. This drill is about teaching you to close the gap. So I'm going too wide, my hands are already back, I'm stretched through my middle, okay? Step back, and then I'll take my swing.